سيرة الصالحات نبع نقي منه نروي نفوسنا الظامئات نرشد البنت باصطفاء المعاني كي ترى في ركائب السابقات كي ترى في ركائب السابقات.
The story of Fatima, may Allah be pleased with her. She was famous in her time. Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, stated in a narration that a lot of men have perfected their faith and virtue, but not many from women, except for 4 women. And Fatima is one of those women. May Allah be pleased with her. Fatima was a good role model for women to follow. She witnessed calamities that was inflicted on Prophet Muhammad in Mecca, as well as the migration to Medina and the numerous battles that the Prophet Muhammad fought. She stood by his side and supported him. She felt her father's suffering and endured the hardship. Prophet Muhammad married Fatima to a compatible companion named Ali. May Allah be pleased with him. He was a suitable person because he was a pious and courageous man. She had 2 sons, Al-Hassan and Al-Hussein, as well as 2 daughters, Kulthum and Zainab. Kulthum married to Umar ibn al-Khattab, and Zainab married to Abdullah bin Ja'far bin Ali ibn Abi Talib. Among the scenarios where Fatima proved to be effective and helpful was when the Prophet used to pray in front of the Kaaba. Abu Jahl, amongst other disbelievers, used to ask each other, "Who will entertain us?" They suggested putting the filth and guts of a camel on the back of the Prophet Muhammad whilst he is prostrating to Allah. One of the wicked people stood up and waited until Prophet Muhammad prostrated, and then he put the filth and guts on his back. The people laughed at Muhammad until Fatima came and took that filth away from Muhammad's back. The Prophet raised his head and said, "Almighty Allah, bestow your torment on Quraysh," repeated thrice. Fatima al-Zahra saw many signs of prophethood and revelation in the Prophet Muhammad. She accompanied her father since an early age until he died. She stood by him and participated with him in everything. The religious scholars said that she was well experienced and knowledgeable, possessing great wisdom compared to the rest of her sisters. Her husband was Ali ibn Abi Talib, who was the supporter of Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him. She lived in her husband's house, and the Prophet was very proud and had great joy with her children. He used to take care of her children and serve them where needed. She resembles her father, whom favored her very much. She lived her life under the protection of her father until she became the most beloved daughter. The Prophet was very much attached to her, and when he returned back from his battles, he used to stay in her house after taking a tour to his wife's houses. During the last moments of the Prophet's life, during his sickness, his daughter felt very sad for him. And after his death, she mourned him for 6 months. On the 11th year of migration in Ramadan, Fatima died, and she was the first woman whose coffin was covered in Islam. Peace and blessings be upon her father, and may Allah be pleased with her.
She was the best woman as a daughter and as a wife. And you, Muslim girls, take the mothers of believers as role models to you in your behavior, in raising up your children, and in dealing with people around you. We really have to enlighten our lives by learning their stories and their struggles for the sake of Allah.
سيرة الصالحات نبع نقي منه نروي نفوسنا الظامئات نرشد البنت باصطفاء المعاني كي ترى في ركائب السابقات كي ترى في ركائب السابقات. سيرة الصالحات نبع نقي منه نروي نفوسنا الظامئات.